It says, neither usurp authority over the man. You know what usurp means? That means to take authority from. It says, I don't suffer a woman to take authority from the man. So by you saying that, oh, I gotta go because she said, is she taking the authority from you or you had the authority? These are commandments of the Lord. Listen, Dave, this is a commandment of the reason we in the conditions that we in, the reason that we're cursed people, the reason your last name is Milton is because we went under curses for breaking God. The reason we went on these slave ships, the reason we went into slavery on slave ships is because we broke God's law, statutes, and commandments. One of the laws that I just read to you out of the Bible is that a woman is not supposed to usurp authority from you. And if you allowing for her to take the authority from you, you breaking God's law, statutes, and commandments. You're not supposed to do that. And until you stop doing it, until we as a community stand up as men, we are forever going to be in these conditions that we in. You understand that? What's your name, sir? What you say your name was, sir? What you say your name was, sir?
Dave.
Dave.
Yeah.
Okay, how you doing, Dave?
I'm doing good, y'all.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Nice to meet you.
You know why we out here? First of all, let me ask you, have you ever heard of the Israelites?
Yes.
You have?
Yeah.
All praise to the Most High. So you know what we out here for, right? What would you say we out here? What would you think?
Spread the word.
Spread the word. Praise to the Most High. All right, so listen. Now the word that we're trying to spread to you, Dave, is very important. I want you to listen to it, because if I ask you a question, I want you to answer me truthfully too. Just whatever comes to your mind, I want you to say that. Yep. If I was to ask you, Dave, what's your nationality, what would you tell me? African American, right? Check. You say African American, right? So how did our people get over here in this land?
By slaves.
Right. So you can't say American. How you can say American when you're not really from here? So can you say American?
Yeah.
What part of Africa, what nation in Africa you come from?
I don't really know.
You don't know?
No.
Okay, so you don't know what part of Africa, you know we're not from America, so you're not an African American at all, right? The term African American was established in 1984. Jesse Jackson said, they said, we need something to call black people. He said, how about African American? I was born in 1984, right? So did our people come about before I was born? Absolutely. So we're not African American, right? But it's something important that I want to get that Isaiah 1 and 3. Now listen, you said that you don't know, right? So if you're not African American, you don't know what country in Africa we come from. That means you really don't know where you're from, right? Listen to this, what the Lord said.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 1 and verse 3. An ox knoweth his owner.
He said an ox, a cow, he know who his owner is, read.
And the ass his master's crib.
Even a donkey know where his house is, read.
But Israel.
Yeah, he ain't gonna break.
But Israel does not know. My people does not consider.
Right, it says that Israel, the nation of Israel, he said they don't know who they are. Wow. He said they don't even consider. So when I ask you what's your nationality and you say I don't know, you God's chosen people. He said that you don't know who you are. You hear that? Right. So your nationality is, you said African American. I want you to look at this chart. On this chart right here is the 12 tribes of Israel, right? On the left side, these are the names that God gave us in the Bible. And on the right side is the names that are placed upon us. Because if you look in the Bible, are you going to see African American? Are you going to see the word Chinese? Are you going to see the white man? You're not going to see these words, right? But all of these peoples existed in the Bible. So if you look on this side, these are the names God gave us. These are the names that were placed upon us in slavery. Where do you see yourself and identify yourself with on that chart? Judah, right? So listen, Dave, now this is some good news for you, right? This is the first thing you learn, right? First thing you got to be able to call. Your nationality is that you are an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. You are an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. You got that? All right, now good. Now listen, my profession in life is that I'm a teacher. I teach PE, right? So, you know, kids be playing basketball and all that stuff. So let's have a pop quiz, right? We just went over a lesson. Let's see if you retain the information. Dave, What's your nationality?
Well, Judah. That's what I'm supposed to say now, ain't it?
Supposed to say, do you believe that or do you not believe it? Because I'm going to prove to you out of the Bible that you are God's chosen people. Right? I can prove it to you. Do you want me to prove it to you out of the Bible that you are? Or you just going to take my word for it?
You can tell me.
All praise to the Most High. That's how you're supposed to be, right? Yeah. Now listen to this. Go to Deuteronomy 1:1, right? So the Lord said that his people not going to know who they are, right? I asked you your nationality. You said you don't know. First indication, that's indication number 1 that you God's chosen people, right? Yeah. Now listen to this, read.
Deuteronomy chapter 1 and verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
Unto who?
All Israel.
Right, now these words that we're about to read are the words that Moses, you familiar with who Moses is? Moses? Yeah, from the Bible. Yeah. Right, they was in Egypt, he went to Pharaoh, said, let my people go. Those people were the Israelites, right? So it says, read it again.
These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
It said, these be the words that Moses spake unto all the nation of Israel, right? Like I said, they were called Israel in here and our names got changed, but these people still exist. It's us, it's me and you, right? We are Israel. So these words that he spoke to them back then, these same words he is still speaking to Israel this day. Right. Go to Deuteronomy 28:15.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass.
Now he said, but it shall come to pass. Now that means something's going to happen, right? Read.
If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
He says if we don't listen, if we don't hearken to his word, if we don't listen to him, read.
To observe to do all his commandments.
To do all his commandments.
And his statutes which I command thee this day. That all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Now, he said that if we don't listen to his law, statutes, and commandments, he said curses gonna come upon us and overtake us, right? Now, if you think about the black community in Parkin, how many would you say in the black community in Parkin?
I wouldn't even know.
You wouldn't know nothing like that?
Yeah, I know a lot of.
Have you been anywhere outside of Parkin?
Yeah.
Where you been? Some of the places you've been to? Jonesboro.
Stuff like that. Wynn.
You been to Memphis?
Yeah.
Okay, you been to Wynn, Memphis? Okay, all these places, right? Now, if you look at the communities, the black communities in all these places that you know, would you say that they live in a blessed or a cursed condition?
I say cursed.
You would say a cursed condition, right? The Lord said if we don't listen to his law, statutes, and commandments, he said that we would put curses on us and they would overtake us, right? You, even out of admission, admitted that the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we live in cursed conditions in all the different cities, right? Any city that you can think of. If you want to find black people, where you going to go? What neighborhood are you going to go to find the black people? You already know you're going to go to the hood. That's a commonly known thing. So the Lord said that if you don't listen to his word, he said curses going to come upon us, right? Let's listen to what the first curse he said was going to happen to him. Read.
Verse 16. Cursed shall I be in the city, and cursed shall I be in the field.
Right, so the first curse that he said he's going to put on our people is that we're going to be cursed in the city. Right. We already discussed this, right? Every city that you go to, that we dwell in, every place, we are living in a cursed condition in that city, right?
Bring it out.
That's truth.
Bring it out.
Read the second part.
And cursed shall they be in the field.
It says, and cursed shalt thou be in the field. Now, I don't know much about Parkin, but I do know this. When I drove through, I saw a whole bunch of farmland, right? So, what's the main occupation that go on in Parkin? What most people work down here? You said what? Yeah.
I would say maybe like factory jobs, kind of jobs.
Factory jobs, like got you. Right? So he said we'll be cursed in the field, right? So all types of fields, even all of these fields like this where we producing corn and rice and all of that stuff, we'll work in these fields, but we're not gonna get paid much, right? What's your last name, Dave?
Milton.
You said Milton? Milton, right? Read verse 32.
Verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
He said our sons and our daughters will be given to another people. When did that happen? When did that happen? When did our sons and daughters get given into another people? Right, during slavery, right? We went into slavery and our sons and our daughters were sold to another people. That's how you got the last name Milton, right? Do you think your ancestors had the last name Milton? Absolutely not. It says that our sons and our daughters will be given into another people. That's how our names got changed. Our names got changed in slavery, right? Now you see all of these things, all of these curses. Read 48. Read.
Verse 48. Therefore shall thy serve thine enemies.
So the Lord says, since we didn't want to do what he said do, read it again.
Therefore shall thou serve thine enemy.
He said that we was going to have to serve our enemies, right?
Right.
Our enemies that got us off the slave ships, he said we're going to have to serve those people, right? We already know we served them in slavery, right? Do you think we're still serving them today? We are still serving them today.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
The Lord sent these people against us because we broke his law, statutes, and commandments.
In hunger.
In hunger, right? So if you want to get some food, where do we got to go to get our food? Right, who own all them stores? Right, so in hunger, when we got to eat, we got to go to our enemy to get food, right? Read.
And in thirst.
He say, and in thirst. If we're thirsty, where do we got to go to get our water? Even though water falls free from the sky, who you got to pay to get water?
You know.
You gotta go to the store to get the water.
Right, but who own that? You see what I'm saying? Water that falls free from the sky, we got to serve them in that too. Right, we got to pay for that too, Read.
And in nakedness.
And in nakedness, in your clothing, you got to go to them to get all your clothing. Read.
And in the want of all things.
He says in the want of all things. So anything you want, Dave, anything that you want in this world, you got to go to your enemies to get.
Right.
The Lord said that his chosen people, the Israelites, he said we would be under these conditions. Do white people come to you to get anything? Do you go to white people to get things? You are God's chosen people. You are God's chosen people. You understand that? And the reason that we in the conditions that we in is because we broke God's laws.
All of the enemy, them a go be a prey one day. Oh, what time to rise up, rise up. This are your kingdom of fall right now. Your time up, time up. This is the work of God. This are your kingdom reach to the stage of decadence. The water rise up and it's very evident. We come to claim our roots and take back our heritage. We were never savages, taken from the decayed state. No my kindred wake, meditating scriptures and increase with faith. While leading reach destruction await. Bind them kings with chain. Oh, what time to rise up, rise up. This are your kingdom of fall right now. Your time.
Hey, Shalom, Most High in Christ bless. This is Captain Immanuel. Subscribe to IUIC Arkansas on YouTube. First and foremost, scan that QR code. Follow us on all platforms to help us push this truth. Facebook, Instagram, X.com, TikTok, need I say more? Everything! Just type in IUIC Arkansas and hit the follow or subscribe button, alright? Most High in Christ bless.
Now, Dave, do you know any other law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord? You said what? You said you don't know any?
But I gotta get going.
Make a way. Who wear the pants in the house? Well, Lord have mercy. Let me show you something before you go, right? But she don't. Go to Genesis 3:16. Now listen to this real quick because I need for you to understand this, right? Read.
The book of Genesis chapter 3 and verse 16. Unto the woman he said.
You hear that? Unto the woman he said.
I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children. And thy desire shall be to thy husband.
You say what? Her desires gonna be what?
And thy desire shall be to thy husband.
Her desires are to you, Dave. Whatever you want to do, she doing that thing, bro. You ain't supposed to be following her. Get 1 Timothy 2:11. 1 Timothy 2. Now listen to this. Listen to this real quick, because this is something that you need to understand, right? Read this so he can understand. Listen to this, what it say about her and you concerning what you're supposed to be doing. Read.
The book of 1 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 11. Let the woman learn in silence.
It says, let the woman learn this. You're supposed to be learning this so you can go back and teach her. She's supposed to be silent. Read.
With all subjection. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man.
It says, neither usurp authority over the man. You know what usurp means? That means to take authority from. It says, I don't suffer a woman to take authority from the man. So by you saying that, oh, I gotta go because she said, is she taking the authority from you or you had the authority? These are commandments of the Lord. Listen, Dave, this is a commandment of the reason we in the conditions that we in, the reason that we're cursed people, the reason your last name is Milton is because we went under curses for breaking God. The reason we went on these slave ships. The reason we went into slavery on slave ships
Right.
is because we broke God's law, statutes, and commandments. One of the laws that I just read to you out of the Bible is that a woman is not supposed to usurp authority from you. And if you allowing for her to take the authority from you, you breaking God's law, statutes, and commandments. You're not supposed to do that. And until you stop doing it, until we as a community stand up as men, we are forever going to be in these conditions that we in. You understand that? So these are the things that you got to start learning, right? These are the things that how old are you? You're 22 years old. And so you just stepping into manhood, right? You still learning and developing how to be a man, right? I'm going to show you that. I'm going to show you in the Bible what the Lord said you got to do to be a man. What would you say? Get 1 Kings 2.
Just take care of your business. Take care of everything you got to. Your family,
Take care of your family, take care of your business. You're supposed to do and all of that, right? Are you supposed to take care of business for your community? Is it an individual thing, or is everybody in the community supposed to be working together so we can build that community? Either men in the community are supposed to come together, or are you supposed to just worry about what they got going on?
I don't worry about what I got going on, but I mean, I say focus on business.
Supposed to be a community thing. I hear that. I understand that. Now listen, this is what the Lord said you're supposed to be doing in order to become a man. Read.
The book of 1 Kings chapter 2 and verse 2. I go the way of all the earth. Be thou strong therefore, and show thyself a man.
He said, be strong and show yourself a man. Now he's going to tell you how you're supposed to be strong and show yourself to be a man. He's going to tell you that. Read.
And keep the charge of the Lord thy God.
Do what?
And keep the charge of the Lord thy God.
He said you're supposed to keep the charge of the Lord your God. You're supposed to be doing that. You're supposed to be keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Lord your God. That is how he charged you to be a man. That's how you're supposed to be a man. By keeping the charge of the Lord, doing the things that he's telling you to do. One of the things that the Lord commanded you to do is not let a woman usurp your authority. You see how she came and got the thing and she went on? You see how it's not a problem? It's not a problem because her desires are supposed to be to you. You the man, you the prize. You got to understand that thing. So you becoming a man and moving, progressing in your manhood, don't let that woman be in charge of you. You are in charge of you. You understand what I'm saying? That's a real thing. That's what's wrong with our communities. A lot of us, now, I'm just asking. You married to the sister?
That's my mama, my son, mama in the car.
Oh, so the woman who came out to get the... Oh, okay. Are you married to your son, mama? No. Not married. All right, now listen. The Lord said in order for you to become a man, you have to keep the charge of the Lord, which is keeping the commandments.
That's right.
Now, you with her, right? Y'all together. Let's see what the Lord say about that. Hebrews 13 and 4. Read.
The book of Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 4.
Bring it up.
Marriage is honorable in all.
You hear that? He said that marriage is honorable in all. Not boyfriend and girlfriend. That's not honorable.
Right.
That being your baby mama, that's not honorable. That ain't honorable for the Lord. And the Lord say in order for you to be a man, you got to keep the charge of the Lord. You got to do the things that the Lord say do.
Right.
He say marriage is honorable in all. Read.
Right.
And the bed undefiled.
He say the bedroom of the married is undefiled. You can do whatever you want to do with your wife. It's fine. The Lord don't got no problem with it. But whoremongers, men who sleep with women who are not their wives,
Right.
and adulterers,
and people who married and sleeping with people who not their wives,
God will judge.
God gonna judge you for that thing. Now you say she's not your wife, but I know you laid with her because you had a baby. Now the Lord say he gonna judge you for that thing. Now Dave, what you got to do to make that right?
Damn.
You got to get married. You can't play haste on it either. You got to go ahead and do that thing. You have to marry that girl.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you. It's nation time.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. His word